Hi, and welcome to the directional blur tutorial. So the directional blur is another quick node that we can do the overview of. Actually, I'm a little bit rusty today, so I'm gonna drink some coffee to just have the hamster go a little bit faster. Okay, so coffee. Here we go. So we have our plate, and then we're gonna have the directional blur. So it's called Dir Blur in Nuke. Again, available in the filter node. So here we go. So if I look at what quickly, so you can see that it's blurring the image in a certain way, and the reason why is when you look at the directional blur, it starts with a zoom. There's a tab here, and it starts with a zoom. And the way the zoom works, what we're going to do is going to blur center, and then we're going to leave the target here. And if you look at that, and let's say we want to increase the blur length, whoa, so it does a big zoom blur, so it's just pulling out the image. So you can control the target. I think it's more for the it's more for the linear one. So you can increase and play with this a lot. So it's kind of fun. Again, bounding box, be careful using that, and especially in this case, because I think you can't. No, yeah. So this one doesn't have a bounding box crop to format function here. So you might want to. No. So what you want to do is just when you do tab and do crop, well, you're basically recropping to the original image. So that's one way to control. Or there's another way by using the reformat node. Add, again, the proper format. So I tend to use reformat nodes. Some people use crop nodes. The reason why I use reformat node versus crop node, even though they do relatively the same in that particular case, is that the crop node has handles, and I tend with my Wacom to sometimes just accidentally move one of those handles. So I usually try to stick with the reformat node. So in here, we have our nice directional blur, but we can choose a radial blur. Wow. That's the sound of my machine. You're probably not hearing that, but 700 is quite a bit for a radial blur. Wow, this is like very heavy. So yeah, so it creates a nice radial blur. So 4K radial blur, this is interesting. So I'm going to do 20 just to see if it's a little bit faster. There we go. So you kind of see what this does. So these are nice to do Batman transitions or the spinning bat between scenes. So interesting. Okay, so that's it. And then the last one is linear mode. So you can, sorry. Here we go. So you can change the, so that's the radial blur, and that's the function of the target, is that you actually give it a direction where you want it blurred. So yeah, that, and again, you can have fun with pixel aspect, the quality of it, and other settings, alpha, hold out channels. So you might want to use an alpha to control or limit its effect inside of a proper alpha. So there you have it, the directional blur in all its beautiful glory. Thanks for watching.